Hello everybody and happy Tuesday. Today we are going to be making little mini pies. I have been seeing these DIYs all over YouTube, so I wanted to do it myself my own way. And to make these little mini pies, I wanted to make mini pies. I didn't want to make the full-size pies. I think making them a smaller size is just so much cuter. So instead of using the traditional pie pans that you would use to bake a regular pie, I decided to get these tin muffin cupcake whatever pans, and that way I could cut them individually and make the mini version of the pies. These are really fun to make because you can decorate them all kinds of different ways. You can use whatever colors you want, whatever you have, and that's what's good about this craft too. I like crafts where you can use things that you have, anything that's good for sustainability, and you can definitely reuse any old clothes that you have or any old material that you have laying around, pretty much anything. So basically what I do is I start by cutting out the individual pie with some utility scissors that I got at Dollar Tree. And these tins, I believe I either got them at Family Dollar or Dollar General. As always, I'll post the material list down below after I figure that out. But just know that if you are going to go this route and make the mini pies, when you're cutting out the tin, be very careful that you don't cut your hand, and just make sure you're careful. So after I cut that out, I end up stuffing it with a little bit of filling that I had from a sewing project. And now I am going to make the inside of the pie. So just be sure to figure out whatever amount of fabric and stuffing is the right amount for you and go with that. So here I'm just trying to figure out exactly how big I want the pie to be. And after I figure that out, what I'm going to do is I am going to actually end up gluing this fabric to the back side where you can't really see it as much. That way it kind of hides where I'm gluing it together. So I take my trusty Ryobi electric hot glue gun, and I am going to start gluing this pie in place. And as I am gluing this down, I am going to take my scissors and I am going to cut off the excess of the material here. That way I can continue to glue everything around the little mini aluminum pie. So after I'm done gluing with hot glue around the material to secure it to my pie, I'm going to put the lattice decorative crust part of the pie onto glue it on. And I'm actually going to use this neat little trim that I had just kind of laying around. I just had barely enough to make this little pie with it, and I'm going to use my hot glue and I'm going to glue it onto my little pie as lattice. You can use whatever you want. Things that look cute are twine, lace, trim. Just really, you could use anything, just about. You could probably even use yarn or just anything that you can find that would look kind of like you want it to look. And it doesn't take very much material to make this lattice, so you do not need much material to do this part. If you want to, you can actually stop here. It's really up to you, depending on what kind of look that you're going for and what looks best with your project. But for me, I just felt like it needed, I don't know, a little something extra. I wanted to show, you know, around the side of the pie where you bunch up the crust, you know, all around the pie. So I used this gold, I don't know what kind of material. It's got a lot of holes. It's like netting material, and I used just a tiny piece of that. And what I'm doing is I'm gluing it around the pie to kind of form that outside crust and make it look like the outside crust. And of course, I'm securing it with my trusty Ryobi hot glue gun. that's pretty much all there is to it. These are really fun to make because you can kind of design and decorate your own to make it match your home decor or whatever you're trying to do. This is a really great DIY, particularly for Thanksgiving, in my opinion, and also for fall. But I hope you guys end up trying this. This is really fun. There's lots of tutorials out there about making these on YouTube. This is just the way that I've chosen to do mine.